Creamer Media's Mining Weekly is talking to Vuslat Bayaglu, the managing director and co-founder of Menar, a major investor in South Africa's mining industry. Vuslat, it was great news to hear that coronavirus notwithstanding, you were still very active on your greenfield project at East Manganese. Can you tell us about what activities you're engaging in on that site and your vision in manganese?
Obviously, we are taking all the precautions that we can take to make sure that we are safe, we keep safe, and our employees keep safe in the office. But we carry on working. And then one of the things that we pushed very hard during this lockdown was establishing East Manganese, and we started second week of July grading the road from the mine to the access road, and we ordered our equipment to start mining about second week of August. And we actually were very excited because this is our first mineral outside coal and anthracite in South Africa. Manganese is, as you know, is very important for steel industry. It's very important for South Africa. According to Minerals Council, South Africa exported 16 million ton in 2019. Industry employs about 10,800 people, and it generates a huge revenue for the country, about 46 billion rand, and it pays about 3.7 billion rand in salaries per annum. So it's a quite important mineral for South Africa, and because also South Africa holds 80% of the reserves in the world. And remember, it's a battery mineral, and it's also used in steel to improve the properties of steel. It's important for aluminum alloys and copper alloys. So it's a critical mineral, and South Africa is in a good position to benefit from having this mineral in the country. So East Manganese is our first is our entry to manganese in South Africa. It's not a big deposit, it's a small deposit with a 3 years of life of mine. We will produce 30,000 ton a month, but it's important for us because we're going to learn manganese, and we are learning manganese with this project. So it's an open cast, a single pit, it will be a single pit mine, and we will mine with our own equipment. We already ordered the equipment, like I said earlier, and we will hopefully start digging in the second week of August, and we will have a dry crushing and screening plant on the property, and we will get about 85% lumpy product and 15% fine materials, and we are in the process of developing the mine, and we're dealing with all the aspects. We started recruiting the people. It will employ about 80 people in the beginning, and then that's going to be the direct employment. And then I think with the indirect employment, it will reach about 120 people. That would mean that if you look at the effect, the overall effect of this mine in the area, it's going to be about 1,200 people. And it's important for us to show that we are committed to South Africa. We are committed to mining in South Africa because we carry on developing mines even in the middle of the pandemic. Because we believe that the life carries on. We have to carry on creating jobs. It's important to have the job security for that area as well, and it will contribute to the GDP of the country, obviously. And like I said again earlier, for us it's a learning curve, and we already looking at different projects in manganese sector to increase our life of mine.
And from a regulatory point of view, how has it gone in your negotiations with the government? Has everything been smooth? You were waiting for a water use license. Have all your licensing situations been covered?
Yeah, look, we got the environmental management plan approval in February 2019, and August 2019 we got the mining right granted. We didn't have any issues with the Department of Mineral Resources. Our water use license is pending. but we were assured by the Department of Water Affairs and Sanitation that it's at an advanced stage. So we comply with all the requirements that they need us to do, and we are hoping that our water use license is going to be granted very soon.
What would I see if I went on site now?
We are busy building a workshop at the moment, and we are busy grading the road. You will see graders and water bowsers, and you will see that we are busy with our offices, and the equipment is going to be delivered end of this month. We will have 3 teams, like a 175-ton excavator with 3 ADTs would mean a team, and we'll have 3 teams like that, and we are hoping that we will reach the ore in 6 to 7 months' time.
And what is your total investment going to be in this East Manganese?
Martin will be investing about 250 million rand in total over a period of next 12 months.
And you are not listed on the stock exchange, so you don't go for equity capital. How do you go about funding a project like East Manganese?
So we generally, for these kind of projects, we use our own cash because project finance is not an easy thing actually to get money for starting a mine, because it has got lots of risks for any financial institution. But we believe in the project. We did our work. We did our feasibility study. We know that it's not. We know it's a shallow deposit. We know the qualities. We will get like 37% manganese product. We know how we will take it to the port. We have made all of our applications regarding Transnet, and we are talking to an off-taker. So we see that this business is going to make money. Hence, we risk our own cash.
And when you say it's used in batteries, is this energy storage batteries, which are becoming very important at the moment?
Energy storage batteries plus electric vehicle batteries.
So that's part of the new era, and you're in as hot as hell. And so the heat there could possibly help you with some solar energy. Would you think of renewable energy there?
Actually, we will be using solar energy to power our offices and our weighbridge. All of our infrastructure will be powered by solar energy.
And you know, the manganese market is not an easy one. We see that the prices are quite volatile. At the moment, prices don't look that good. What do you think should be done to possibly emulate the iron ore industry, where they seem to have a better grip on the marketing of iron ore?
Okay, Martin, you're right. It's very volatile. If you look at the pricing, like you could see, like a month ago, it was $5 per DMTU. Now it's $3 per DMTU. So it goes up and down. And this is more about like having one customer, mainly one customer, which is China, controlling or getting most of the product from South Africa, from Australia, or from Gabon. So that has got a part. But also, as South African producers, depending on what is available in the market, I think that affects the buyers. Like when they see there's a lot of product in the market, then they obviously try to play games to get better prices. And when they don't see enough product on the ground, then it's a different story. The big chance of the manganese mining in South Africa during this lockdown, most of the mines carried on. Open cast mines carried on, and then underground mines came back to production when the lockdown rules were eased. So there's no production issue, there's no stock issue. So hence the prices didn't really go up. I think if you look at iron ore, it's slightly different because China needed to keep their steel plants operating to keep the job safe. Because I mean, people are in a hard and rock place. Like, are they going to lose their jobs or are they going to lose their health? What is the balance? And they found out like we have to carry on working, but then we obviously need to take all the precautions to keep the people safe. I think that's what happened in China. Because of that, they carried on buying the iron ore and they kept the prices up. But on the manganese side, manganese is an ingredient in steel. It's not the main mineral. So it's like your nickel or your chrome, and it all depends on like what China is going to produce in terms of stainless steel or a certain type of steel with a different property. Hence, it is not like iron ore, but I'm thinking iron ore might also have issues at some stage, depending on the movement of the steel in rebar steel in China. So we accept that manganese price is volatile, and we said, look, we have to start at some point. You can't start when it's peak because you don't know when the peak is. So as long as our cost is right, as long as we mine we operate in a lean manner, then our cost is under control. That's all I can do. If my cost is low, then even if the manganese price is low, we will still benefit and we will still be profitable.
And in the manganese fields, there are some companies that are doing well, and there are other companies that are doing very badly. Is there an opportunity for some sort of consolidation, do you think, when you go forward?
Martin, it depends on what's going to happen. I think it depends on what the funders of certain mines are going to do in this environment. But if you look at manganese fields, most of the operations are doing quite well. I mean, especially the majors are doing well because they already paid for their infrastructure and their initial investment. And the newcomers, as long as they mine with the right equipment, with the right technology, then they don't really have a problem. I think in any mining operation, if the management doesn't do the right things, then they will end up having a problem. So it's not really specific to manganese. It could be a chrome mine or a PGM mine. I guess we just have only one struggling mine at the moment, and I'm hoping that they can fix it as quick as possible because it's a good asset. A lot of money was spent on it, and I hope that they can manage it right so that they can get out of their financial struggle.
And what other opportunities do you see in the manganese fields in the Kalahari of South Africa?
Martin, there are open cast mines and the underground mines. Obviously, underground mines are more costly generally. And some of the open cast mines over a period of time, they will also go underground. So I'm thinking the future of manganese mining in South Africa is going to be more expensive to mine, first of all. And it's going to be more difficult to put the product on the ground because it's underground versus open cast. And it will not be that easy to carry on like putting more and more investment to develop more mines. Hence, I'm thinking that the miners which know what they're doing, how they mine and how they mine in a cost-effective manner, they will be doing better than the others. And there are projects in the market available, but the appetite to put the capital in those investments are not there yet because they are mostly underground. So and they're not like your 45% manganese, but mostly like your 36 to 37% manganese. So one has to be very careful. If a deposit is like 37%, and if it's underground, you have to be very, very careful before you sink a shaft, so that like you don't make a mistake and you have your return on investment in a very long period of time. So I'm thinking that if careful investors look at the opportunities in the South African manganese mining industry, I think there are opportunities, but I can't say that there are lots of opportunities, because if there are lots of opportunities, that's also going to affect the manganese price. Because if South Africa carries on producing more and more, then the market, the price is going to drop.
Can you just give us an update on your coal activities, your coal projects, how you are dealing with this in the very difficult coronavirus time?
Martin, we carry on operating our open cast mines. We had exemption from Department of Mineral Resources, and we, even though price of coal is very depressed at the moment, we carry on and we try to sort of like to be profitable as much as we can, but it's tough at the moment. Coal price is sitting at $55 per ton, and the cost is there. When the FX went to like 18.5, it was slightly better, but when the rand strengthened to like 16.6, 16.7 levels, then it becomes more difficult for the mining companies, especially in the export industry. On the underground side, we stop mining. We think that it's difficult to mine under this pandemic conditions because it's risky to keep people underground in a section. They're very close to each other. They breathe the same air in a very small space, and it's very dangerous for the health and safety perspective. And we decided to run a Section 189 process for our Kangra operation and for our Zululand operation. So we agreed with the unions successfully without having any issues. We paid the workers their retrenchment packages, and we got a callback agreement. Once we restart the mines, we will start bringing the people back to work. At the moment, we are on care and maintenance. We are looking at getting ready to restart the mines, and we are watching the markets. Anthracite market affected very badly because of most of our customers lost their customers. We are talking about like ferrochrome industry, ferroalloys industry like ferromanganese, or a company like Richards Bay Minerals. These companies are also trying their best to keep their customers, but their final customers are having difficulty in terms of their markets. So anthracite use is much lower than it was before the lockdown. Hence, we decided to preserve the assets and then look at the markets, what will happen, and then make a decision to restart the mines.
And just finally, if you could just update on your gold activities in Kyrgyzstan.
Martin, we are also affected with the pandemic there. It's getting bad at the moment, but the area that we're mining is a bit remote, so we are lucky in that regard. So we are actually drilling our 5th hole at the moment, and each borehole is about 250 meters deep. And the first 4 holes we hit the gold mineralization, and all the cores were logged and sent to the laboratories to be tested, and it looks very promising at the moment. We are hoping that we will, and we are thinking that we will hit a nice porphyry deposit in Kyrgyzstan, and it will be clear within within 2 months what will be the future, because these are the first 10 holes, and then if they're promising, then we will go to the next phase.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Vuslat Bayoglu, the managing director and co-founder of Menar, a major investor in the South African mining industry.